Hello everyone, and welcome back to Bloons Tower Defense 6. Last week, we absolutely crushed chimps with nothing but ninja monkeys. We had absolutely no issues. No! Whatsoever. Now, today, we're going to cover something that I think a lot of new players find really confusing, and that would be, how exactly does the Sun Temple work? No, not that one. No, not that one either. I'm talking about this. The all-powerful Sun God of the Monkey Bloons universe. Is that canon? I'm pretty sure it's canon. Anyway, so, today I want to discuss the process of unlocking it, what it does, what sacrifices can do, and then we'll also touch on the true Sun God and explain how its upgrades work. So, without further ado, let's get to the chaos. Now before we get started, at the end of the last video, I asked you guys to pick out some monkey upgrades for me as we got 2 new points, as you can see on the top right. So, after this video, I've looked at the comments, and courtesy of Why Every Handle Taken, thank you my friend, he says, get the Empowered Heroes, it's broken as heck. So, Empowered Heroes, thank you. And then, next, we have Centenios, who said, if you're using super monkeys with any kind of frequency, get strike down the false. Now, that it does take an extra point, so what we're going to do, I'm going to assign heavy knockback, and the next point we get will go straight to this guy. So thank you my friends, you're amazing. I'll let you know in the future when I get more points, and we'll figure out some more upgrades. Now let's get to the video. For those of you who don't know, the way you unlock the Sun Temple is by upgrading a super monkey to level 4 in the first category. So you can go 4XX, whatever upgrades you want. Personally, I think 402 is your best option, but that's the basics. Next, by default, the Sun Temple fires a Sun Ball. Its attack speed is every 0.06 seconds. It has a range of 65. It has 20 pierce and 5 damage per Sun Ball. For context, this is what that looks like. Now, the way the sacrifices work is every sacrifice is $50,000 worth of upgrades in a type of tower. Those types being primary, military, magic, and support, obviously. No, your hero doesn't count. So, starting with the primary sacrifice, you need $50,000 in primary upgrades. I found that Bloon Domination and a Glaive Lord does that fine, and it's not too far over. Now what this sacrifice gains is it gives the tower an extra 10 pierce, extra 67% attack speed, and an extra 5 damage. So its overall stats become 10 damage, 30 pierce, and I'm not sure on the exact math, but from 0.06 times 0.67, this number I'm putting on screen here now is the new attack speed, so it's pretty nice. In addition, it also shoots out golden blades, which are the ability of the blade shooter, for context, attack tower. Those come out every 1.5 seconds. There's 8 of them. They do 200 damage each. They have 200 piercing each also, so yeah. And then the golden glaives come out every half second, and they do 150 damage each. They have 50 pierce, and they orbit around the temple continuously, i.e. the Glaive Lord. Next we have the military. I just did Ray of Doom for the example that you're about to see. But again, any $50,000 worth will do. And whenever you do this, it gains a global missile every second, which will fire at anything in the map, has infinite range, 40 pierce, and does 2,000 damage against Moab class. They also add Spectre aircrafts to circle it, 2 golden Spectres as they are called, which also fire continuously. And its main attack gains a 45% increase in its projectile size, 45% increase in projectile speed, and an extra 10 piercing to all its attacks. So honestly, if you ask me, this is actually worse than the primary upgrade. Next, we have the magic sacrifice. Here, I just did a 500 druid, that's all you need. It's $51,000, so pretty close to the limit. Now this one's kind of cool. Whenever you do this sacrifice, the temple will continuously summon sun avatars around it to continuously fire. And I think you have a maximum of 3 at any given time. Additionally, it fires dark bolts, as in like magical attack, like burst of magic energy, whatever you want to call them, that will seek out enemies. There's also the knockback pulse, which pushes balloons back and stops them from falling down the track. Lastly, we have the support sacrifice. Again, 50,000, however you like. I just did a 050 monkey engineer that does the trick. This actually does something a little slightly different, but it will give you continuous money every round. It also increases the range and attack speed of towers around it. Towers around it have a discounted upgrade cost, and the temple itself also gains additional range. Now, of course, how could we talk about the Sun Temple without talking about the true Sun God? For context, that costs an insane amount of money, but this time you can do all 4 upgrades instead of just the 3 that the temple allows. Again, $50,000 each, and it gains all the abilities. The stats breakdown is, by default, its Sun Blasts deal 15 damage each, then you have 30 pierce each, and the attack speed is 0.045 seconds. So that's 25% faster than the temple. The primary sacrifice gives you additional 10 damage. It reduces the attack speed by 36%. It reduces the attack cooldown by 36%. This is represented as plus 177.8% attack speed. It shoots out the golden blades, this time every 1.5 seconds. This time it's 16 blades, each dealing 250 damage each, and you have 200 pierce. The golden glaives still come every half second. There's 2 glaives, 150 damage each, 50 piercing. One rotates clockwise, the other counterclockwise. The military sacrifice has some different upgrades. It's an extra 20 piercing to all attacks, extra 90% projectile speed, and additional 90% projectile size. It also fires golden missiles every second, 2 missiles, and they have infinite range. They do 75 Moab damage each, and they can target the 50 targets per missile. It also has 4 golden specters instead of 2. The darts from these specters deal 15 damage and have 10 pierce, and the bombs deal 10 damage and 30 pierce, and the attack rate for them is 0.15 seconds. It's also really fast. Next, the magic sacrifice. This was my personal favorite upgrade last time, but so it fires homing magic bolts every 2 seconds, 12 bolts, dealing 70 damage each with 15 pierce. There's a 40% chance for the main attacks to distract balloons. There's a force field pulse every 5 seconds, which knocks back Moabs and below and affects the 500 balloons at once. The mini sun avatars can now have 6 at once, and they deal 4 damage per shot. Finally, it's the support sacrifice. This time it's an extra 10 range, and every tower within the range of the true sun god gets an extra 4 damage, extra 6 pierce, extra 40% range, and it decreases the attack cooldown of all towers around it by 0.6561. So it's an increased attack speed of 52.4%. It also decreases the cost of towers around it by 40%, and it increases the amount of money you make from pops in the range by 50%. And lastly, we have the all-powerful, all-seeing, vengeful sun god. The arch nemesis of a sun god. Why he's not called the moon god, I don't know. I think that'll be a lot cooler, but whatever. Anyways, this guy's fun. So pretty much how it works is you get your temple as normal, and then on top of your four tower type upgrades, 50,000 each, you add the anti-balloon and Legend of the Night outside of the tower's range. Then, when you purchase the True Sun God, it'll automatically evolve into the Vengeful Sun God. The only catch is, in order for this to work, you have to have the Monkey Knowledge upgrade called There Can Be Only One. But this tower, instead of its Sun Blast, it does Dark Energy Bolts. The Sun Avatars become Dark Avatars. The Specters and Missiles are enhanced to extreme degrees. The only thing that's downside here, we don't know the numbers. Ninja Kiwi has been desperate to hide these numbers from us for some reason. Why? Because they don't want us to know the truth. They don't want us to know the true extent of the vengeful Sun God's power. We can't let them win. We can't. Oh, that bit was getting too far. I thought it was funny for a bit. But yeah, Vengeful Sun God is really cool. You can see on screen, it's obliterating absolutely everything. I have to do a video at some point where I actually try to unlock this in a match, because I want to see it decimate some balloons. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. This one was actually a lot of fun to make. I feel dumb having not actually ever looked into this. I didn't actually know how the temple worked, but now I do, and now you do too, if you didn't already, which you probably did. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video. Do the whole rigmarole, like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, by the way. I'm gonna start uploading on there, just have a little fun. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I do hope you guys enjoyed again. I love you all. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.